Good evening. A 14-year-old girl is fighting for her life tonight after being shot in the head inside an apartment unit here on this building on Stong Court near Jane and Finch. Now, the shooting happened at about 3 a.m. and shortly after the shooting, a group of young men were seen running north here up Jane Street. Now, sadly, this isn't the only shooting of a child in this neighborhood in recent months.
A 14-year-old? That's like, I can't even.
Police and canines swarmed the building early this morning while EMS rushed the teen south down Jane Street in a race against time on an emergency run. The details of what actually took place are still vague. Police confirmed there were multiple young people inside the apartment at the time, as well as at least one adult. The teen in hospital does live in the unit, though it's still unclear how many shots were fired and if the young girl was in fact the intended target.
If it is an accidental shooting and the people that are involved are listening to me, do yourselves a favor, get your parents and seek counsel and come on in and tell your side of the story. Right now, the only person who knows 100% what happened, unfortunately, is in the hospital.
90 minutes after the teen was shot in the head, just a short drive down Finch Avenue, a male in his 20s was shot in the face and is also in critical condition tonight. Earlier this week, 3 people were shot and killed over a 24-hour period in Toronto, sparking concerns that we're in the midst of a gang war, though police claiming there's currently no known links between any of the shootings.
Each one is investigated on its own merit, and at any time they are linked, that's where we put them together. We don't assume that.
The shooting of a young teen here on Stong Court is triggering another painful memory for area residents.
This neighborhood is scary. It has been for quite some time. This is like, I mean, you guys probably know about what happened across the street not too long ago as well.
This past fall, 12-year-old Dante Andrietta Mariquin was shot and killed when he was hit by a stray bullet during a gunfight in the parking lot of the Stong Court apartment building. He was walking with his mother across the road on Jane Street. They were carrying their groceries. He collapsed on the spot. A memorial now marks the spot where he was killed. It's directly across the street from the apartment building where the young teen was shot early this morning. Today, Mayor John Tory pledged to continue to work to repair the root causes of gun violence, while also sharing his clear frustration at this latest violent incident.
You have to think about it for a minute. What could possibly cause a situation to occur? What complex series of circumstances we have to address where apparently 4 people could end up in an apartment with a 14-year-old girl at 2 o'clock in the morning with guns?
Until real change is made, the reality is many in this neighborhood will continue to live in fear.
It's scary to think what could potentially happen. And, you know, you should never have to be afraid in your own home.
This is another look at Dante's memorial, the 12-year-old who was shot here by a stray bullet on November 7th. There's teddy bears, flowers, there's even a happy birthday balloon. Now, as for the 14-year-old girl who was shot in the apartment building right across the street early this morning, some encouraging news from hospitals. From the hospital, we're hearing doctors are saying that she might pull through, but police are asking for your help. Anyone who was driving in the area around 3 a.m., anyone with any dash camera footage, police are asking for you to contact them. Of course, anyone with any additional information is also being asked to call police.